Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, we are revisiting something that I did about a year ago. The lovely Bonnie at Bonnie and Clive reminded me of this the other day when she just so happened to pick up that video and do a little piece on her community page about it. And I thought, hey, we haven't done that for ages, so let's make some because I'm no idea where those ones went. I've probably put them in journals by now, so I need some more. So this is what I'm doing. I am making little booklets out of tea bags. Now, I batch dye my tea bags. I use tea bags in my batch dyeing, and they end up very dark like this. And as you can see, they are perforated. They're basically two tea bags attached with a perforation. So when I have finished my batch dyeing, I dry them out, I snip the tops off and leave them stuck together and empty the tea out, and then I have these little tea bags all over the place. So, yeah. I was cutting up a gardening book this week and thought, oh, these little pictures would be perfect if they fit in a tea bag, and guess what? They did. So I cut out all these little pictures and I am popping them in tea bags. And I also have these. These are actually a digital that are actually on my Ko-fi store. I was going to use the originals, but then I realised that I'm going to paint these with PVA water mix, and there's every chance that the originals are not a permanent ink thing and will just bleed everywhere and ruin the whole effect. So I thought, oh, what better time to pull out a set of my digitals than right now. There you go. So in this particular circumstance, digitals are probably better than the real thing. So I am going to tear these up. I'm not making them the exact size of the tea bags. As long as they fit in there, I am happy. The first time I made these, I actually just stuffed a little cut flower in each of them. So I will actually do one like that towards the end, just so that you can see what my original idea looked like. And yeah, there's a few changes here, nothing major, but yeah, as you can see, they don't look like much. When I first start to put them together, you can barely see the pictures inside them. It's like a bit of a drag, really. But once I hit them with the PVA water mix, you will see that they turn out okay, and I'm quite pleased with them. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering on, and we are just going to sit and watch me stuff tea bags for a little while. These are the little cutout flowers I was talking about. This is what I originally did my little tea bags with. So I'm going to do one like that, just so that you get to see what the originals looked like. This is a 50-50 PVA water mix. It soaks in really quickly. Now, when I've done one side of this, I like to flip them over and do the other side just to make sure everything is stuck down securely. Now, when I did these, I painted the front side first, where the pictures were visible, and then I flipped them over and painted the back. Now, because I did that, the front side of the tea bag, where the picture is visible, was facing downwards, and that's how they dried. Now that means that they were very smooth on the front. Now it's entirely up to you which way around you would like to do it, but the side that faces upwards tends to be rough, feels just like the tea bag did originally, but the face that faces downwards, that sits against the mat as they dry, ends up very, very smooth. Now I kind of like that. It's a nice feeling to touch them, but yeah, just something to keep in mind. If you would rather it to feel a little tea baggy on the front, then paint the back first, flip them over and paint the front, leave the front facing upwards. But yeah, mine were facing down, so they're all very smooth on the front. They are all thoroughly soaked, and now I am going to leave them overnight to dry. And the next day, this is what we end up with. Yeah, a bunch of tea bags that are quite stuck to this mat. Well, not stuck, but you know, they're bonded to the mat. They peel off very easily. The only thing you have to watch is that you don't tear that perforation, because it gets kind of brittle once it's soaked in the PVA water mix, and dries out again. So yeah, and as you can see the pictures through them quite clearly now that they're painted and dried. So just gives it that sort of tea tint, I guess. Vintage look. That's what we're going for, isn't it? So I'm going to peel all of these off, and then we are going to carry on and make some little books out of them. Now the first time I did this, I used a little bit of washi on the inside seam and a little bit of fabric on the outside seam of the spine, that is. This time I decided to just take a thin piece of fabric and wrap it right around. I don't feel like it provides any additional bulk, or at least not a lot of additional bulk to the spine area, doing it that way, and at least I know that my little tea bags will hold together because they are glued on either side of the perforation. And then I staple the little pages for the little books straight through the fabric, so I feel like everything's very secure this way. So that's the way I've decided to do it this time. Who knows, it may change again next time, but this time this is what works for me, and I actually like it a lot. So I am going to get to and make one of these to show you, and then yeah, we'll finish up the whole lot and show you them all at the end. The first lot, I'm going to use this paper. It's just grid paper. It came in this really nice sort of brownish colour. I don't use it very often. I've got a pad of it just sitting here in my magazine rack, and it just happened to be the first thing I saw. So the first few will be done with that, and the next lot will get done with whatever else comes to hand when I go to do them. There's a finished little booklet, and they're so cute. So I'm just going to grab this little pile of doodads that, you know, if you've seen my last couple of videos, you know are just floating around my desk in a little pile. So I've been trying to use them up. I'll use a few more here. So I'm going to decorate these as I go, and we'll have a bunch of little tea bag booklets by the end of it. I decided to put 5 pages in each of these. You could do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch if you so desired. I just decided to use staples because they're quick and easy and no fuss. So we have our first little booklet, and I think it's super cute. Okay, well, you've seen me decorate 2 of them and put them together. I'm basically going to deal with the rest of these in like a little production line. I will cover all the little spines, then I will put the pages in all of them, and then I will sit and just add a couple of little doodads as a decoration. So I don't think we need to watch all of that. So I will just skip to the end and show you the finished product. And we have a bunch of these, and I am quite thrilled with them, to be honest. I know I used all the others in journals, and I know these ones will fit in journals as well quite happily. They're just small and great to tuck into a small pocket somewhere along the way, and they're kind of practical too. You can just add a few little notes here and there, maybe your favourite quotes, whatever grabs your fancy. But yeah, cute way to use up tea bags. A lot of tea bags all at once. So I'm just going to finish up decorating these last couple, and we'll call it a day. I'll leave you with some stills so that you can see them a bit closer up and get a better idea of what they all look like. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I appreciate your company, as I always do. Thanks very much for spending your time with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye.